Hey, it's Ava, and this is our off-price custom suiting collection with Rochester Tailored Clothing. We have a gorgeous collection of four-season woolens from some of the finest mills on earth. For each fabric, we have enough inventory to make exactly one two-piece suit, and the prices are about 30 to 40% off our typical MSRP. This first fabric is our charcoal crosshatch fresco, and I'm so glad that we have this fully made up to show to you because it is really stunning as a full garment. As you can see, the tone is a medium gray, possibly on the darker side of a medium gray. The cloth itself has this really intricate crosshatch weave, which gives it this wonderful texture and this extremely subtle striping effect. It's soft, it's comfortable, it's wearable for seasons, and I love that this will give you a truly versatile medium gray suit, but with a texture and some surface interest that you just wouldn't get on a basic wool. Next, I have three colors of a hyper luxurious Super 150s crosshatch wool from Loro Piana. This cloth is extremely soft and comfortable, and it has a slight sheen to it, which gives it a distinctly dressy vibe. The first color is indigo, which is a really handsome light indigo blue tone, and the crosshatch in the weave is really apparent on this one. The next color in the Loro Piana Super 150s crosshatch is navy blue, and I love the kind of unique tone of this navy. It's not the traditional dark navy that you would, kind of find at like a Brooks Brothers or in a classic navy blazer. It is a distinctly Italian take on it, which is a little bit between the classic navy blue and like a petrol blue. It's a really, really cool shade and gives you a classic suit that's still pretty distinct. The last color in Loro Piana Super 150s crosshatch is Sunset, and I really adore this tone. It is kind of splitting the difference between khaki and taupe. It's just a wonderful neutral, even like a bit of a gray cast in there. It is going to go with really any shirt and any tie that you want to put with it, and it's a nice way to brighten up your ensemble, but still have a really versatile and formal piece. Also from Loro Piana, this is the Super 150s Graphite Check. And we've done quite a few garments in this fabric over the past year. This is the last remaining cut piece of it, and it makes up into a really wonderful two-piece look. The check here is really subtle, it's tonal. The overall color is kind of a dark charcoal gray, and just a very, very sharp look. From Delfino, this is the Antique Tobacco Sharkskin, and I'm so glad we have the video because it's hard to pin down this color. Depending upon the light, it is either a really muted tobacco brown or a medium gray. It can really truthfully read both ways. The fabric is extremely smooth and comfortable, and overall this gives off a very old school, kind of like Mad Men 1960s vibe, and it'll make up into a very cool suit. From Xenia, this is the Royal Blue Shadow Stripe, and I really adore this fabric. We've done a ton of suits over the years in this vivid, bright royal blue tone, and this one is extra cool because it has a very subtle, monochromatic, and fairly wide stripe, which is almost like a little bit invisible when you're a few steps away, but reveals itself when you get up close and look at it. From Xenia, this is the Navy Royal PK Stripe, and this is a tremendous fabric. So this is it's going to be a mixture between navy and royal blue. The weave here is a PK plain weave, which offers a great texture when you get up close to it. And it has a classic, fairly wide banker stripe, which is a tonal blue color, and just really gives this a wonderful sartorial elegance. From Xenia, this is the Midnight Kissing Stripe. So the base tone here is a midnight blue, which is right in between navy and black. The kissing stripes are two parallel stripes just sitting right on top of one another with just two different degrees of tonality, which gives us a very cool kind of Savile Row accent. but all of this is still really within the same tonal midnight family. So an otherwise pretty bold stripe is actually fairly muted and easy to wear. From Xenia, this is the Danube Blue Dual Stripe, and this is a very cool and an old school striping pattern for a suit. Base tone is a bright blue. We call this one Danube Blue. It's a touch lighter than the Royal Blue, a little bit paler than Royal Blue, but still a really vibrant and gorgeous tone. And this has 2 pale light blue stripes and an extremely subtle red stripe, which sits alongside it, but everything blends together wonderfully. From Dupri, we have 2 flanella stripes, and flanella just means a lightweight flannel, which can make for a fall-winter suit in a warmer climate or a 3-season suit in a more temperate climate. And I love how elegant these 2 stripe patterns are. This first one is navy and charcoal, and it's just those 2 wonderfully complementary tones in a medium scale stripe. The second flanella stripe is scarlet and charcoal, and I am a massive fan of this fabric. So, as the name implies, it is an alternation of scarlet red and charcoal stripes. But what is so cool is when you step away from this fabric for a few feet, it almost gives off like a warm, solid gray color. It's really hard to explain, but as a full suit, this is going to be absolutely stunning.